Okay, so here is my wife's 20 miles, and that's not an exaggeration, literally 20-mile-old, 2-hour-old E-Ray that I'm just starting to pull apart. I get ready to put a Hooker Blackheart catback exhaust on it from a Stingray, which should line up just perfectly, and I'll cover that in another video, but just wanted to cover tires here. Over here, quite obviously, is a set of Sport Cup 2Rs from my Z06, Z07 package, Z06. Not a ton of miles on these. Like, this is, for anyone that knows, this is kind of what they look like after 2,000 or 3,000 miles. Not much as far as a tread pattern that is to be concerned around it. Pilot Sport 4S on the outside here. This is a new one. I have these on my Z07 for daily driver right now. And the Pilot Sport All Seasons that came on the E-Ray. So again, wife's car, the difference between the ZER package and the all season package is like 0.1 G's, right? In which not at most anyone's gonna know the difference or even be able to get it to its capacity. Certainly not my wife. So we went with all seasons, and I had to tell you, this car only has 20 miles on it, but I've driven on these all seasons before in the pouring rain in a E-Ray before. And I can tell you, these tires are really, really good. I mean, clearly you can tell the tread blocking here that it's got a ton more rain grooves, even in comparison to the 4S. It has got clearly more tread depth. Tire's gonna last longer. All around, I'm gonna be interested to drive this tire maybe when it's cooler out. You know, you kind of get that front scrub radius, push underneath low speeds on the, excessively on the Sport Cup 2R and also on the Pilot Sport. But, I would really say anyone that's considering an E-Ray, or honestly, even if you have a Z06 and you want to drive it more frequently, I went straight for the 4Ss. Like the 2Rs here, still mounted. This is my track setup. I have a set of forge lines for my daily driver setup. I would really caution anyone to kind of try to drive on the Sport Cup 2Rs. And I mean, I'm crazy, but I mean, it's just not fun, honestly, especially if you run track alignment. I mean, car gets excessively darty. I mean, it's already darty enough even with the 4S on it. Just one thing, for comparison here. This tire is pretty awesome. Again, it runs really good. It's not an apples comparison on obviously an all-wheel drive E-Ray versus a Corvette, Z06 in the rain. But overall, nothing really to complain about the 4S. Works very well all around. Starting to get a little sketchy when you get below like the 40-degree weather. And I know they say, don't drive it below 40 or whatever, but you have to not drive it below, I think it's like 26 or 28 degrees because the tire could crack. And that is what it is. Obviously, there's no barriers around an all season. It's clearly going to perform better in the rain. If you aren't someone that's like literally pushing the car 9.5 tenths, you're not going to tell the difference. I mean, just quite honest to the guys here. This thing still handles perfectly. And I run fast laps at a lot of tracks. I'm not a professional driver, but just a quick comparison here. And, what's kind of interesting here too, obviously the all season is mounted, but even look at the 2R. Like, it looks like it's a slightly taller tire, even the 2R that is also mounted. And the 4S, as well. So there you go. Quick comparison. Stay tuned for more videos, some more comparison videos. My Stingray versus an E-Ray versus Z06, and just kind of like what does well when and what to expect from someone that drives them pretty hard. So stay tuned.